Welcome. Let's begin in the quiet space that exists between your breaths. Have you ever stopped, truly stopped, to ask a question? A very simple yet incredibly profound question that lies at the very heart of what it means to be human?
Who is this one that is aware of this very moment? I mean, if you go beyond your name, beyond your history, beyond all the roles you play, behind all of that, who are you, really?
You know, from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep, and even in your dreams, there's a constant companion with you, a kind of silent narrator for every single one of your experiences.
It's this subtle but always present feeling, I am, I think, I feel. This is the very foundation that we build our entire world on. It's the root of all our joy, and it's also the source of all our suffering.
But have you ever really paused to trace this feeling back to where it began? To look right at the source from which this powerful sense of I just seems to appear? While the ancient sages, the great masters of awareness, they made a profound discovery. They found that our complex identity, with all of its stories and all of its limits, doesn't actually come from a bunch of different places. No, it all springs forth from one single point. You see, before any other thought can even form, before you can have a thought about being happy or sad or afraid, there has to be a thought of the one who experiences it. A single root thought. In the deep spiritual traditions of Advaita Vedanta, and especially through the teachings of the great sage Ramana Maharshi, this primary impulse actually has a name, the aham vritti, the I thought. It's the very first ripple on the silent ocean of consciousness. Just think about the power in that statement for a moment. Every other thought that drifts through your mind, every belief you hold, every judgment you make, every plan you have for the future is just a branch growing from this one single root.
So, what's the journey of this root thought? Once it appears, what does it do? How does it build the entire self that we believe we are? Well, the process is incredibly subtle, and it's something that happens to all of us.
Okay, so first, the pure I thought arises out of the stillness of being. Then, almost instantly, it looks for something to grab onto, and it finds the physical body. It says, I am this body. Then it clings to the mind, the stream of thoughts, emotions, and memories, and it says, I am these thoughts, I am these feelings. And right there, in that moment of mistaken identity, a separate, limited self is born. This is what's known as the body-mind complex. This is the ego. It's that fundamental and usually unquestioned assumption that I am just this temporary collection of physical sensations and mental chatter. And when we make that assumption, we forget our true nature. You see, our true nature is infinite consciousness. It is, by its very definition, limitless, timeless, and completely whole. But through this identification with the aham vritti, we start to experience ourselves as the body-mind complex, which feels limited, temporary, and separate from everything else. This is the great illusion.
And please, understand this. This one primary identification is the genesis of every single limiting belief you have ever had. That feeling that you're not enough, not worthy, not capable, all of it comes from this one core mistake, believing you are only this limited form.
So what is the way out? What is the path to freedom? It isn't a battle. It's not about trying to destroy the ego or fighting with your thoughts. The path is actually one of gentle, steady awareness. The guidance itself is beautifully simple. It's about turning your attention away from all the branches, that endless stream of other thoughts, and looking directly at the root. Whenever that feeling of I comes up, just gently but firmly hold your attention right there, and ask, from where does this I arise? What happens is, when the I thought is simply observed, it starts to lose its grip. It's like a shadow that can't survive in the light of pure awareness. By just witnessing it arise without getting caught up in it, its power to create a limited you simply dissolves, and all those limiting beliefs, now cut off from their source, just naturally begin to fall away. And this leads us to the final transformative inquiry. If the I thought can be observed, if you can watch it come and go, then who are you, the one who is watching? Who or what is the witness?